In this video, taken from a CCTV camera stationed in a Chinese supermarket, we see customers going about the usual shopping. That is, until an older woman in black is stopped by an item in the background hitting the ground behind her. Looking a little confused, she backtracks and attempts to put the item back from the shelf it fell from. Upon putting the item back, however, strange things begin to happen to the woman. She begins to act odd. She appears to be in some sort of intense pain. We can watch on as the woman groans and slowly slumps to the ground before curling into the fetal position. Some people have speculated the possibility of demonic possessions during this scene, as woman does exhibit some of the more common traits reported in other suspected demonic hauntings or possessions. Victims letting out low groans or cries for help. Loss of motor control, as we see with the woman as she slowly descends to the ground, unable to stand of her own free will. And in this rare case, strange paranormal phenomena, specifically manifested as telekinesis, as we look on at some sort of force that seems to be affecting the surrounding area, causing things to go awry through the aisle. Whether it was demonic possession or not, we cannot be certain, but as seen in the last moments of the captured footage, the item that started this all falls once again, almost as bait, laid waiting for a second victim to fall prey to the demonic presence. This footage might have managed to capture the paranormal on camera. In late October of 2016, a YouTube vlogger and streamer known as Rubsy began his live stream while pet sitting for his friend at their apartment. Nothing is out of the ordinary until about 32 minutes into the stream, when the door behind him suddenly opens and shuts seemingly by itself.
Out of my dearest Lydia. Oh sweet, sweet Lydia. Oh Lydia, that encyclopedia. Lydia the tattooed lady. If you guys know where that's from, let me know. They should engrave on her tombstone, the store made some money. Yeah, exactly. Hello. Oh, Pluff's in here. Pluffaduff, you beautiful human, guys. Make sure you check out Pluffaduff as well. Oh my!
Seconds later, the hallway lights turn on. Rubsy rises out of the couch and frantically searches the apartment, but finds no sign of an intruder or anyone else in the house. As the streamer sits down on the couch once again, the light he switched off almost immediately switches back on again.
Alrighty. Elvis, you pulling some shit on me? What the actual dude?
Same.
Like I'm watching.
It's not like we needed, guys. It's not like we needed any sleeper.
Oh my god! What the This. Yes.
What the heck?
He continues, albeit anxiously, until around 2 hours into the recording, when the door behind him starts slamming repeatedly.
Is he punching the door?
I hope to God he is.
I think he
We're
just
about to
ticked
find out in a
off.
few seconds.
No, okay.
What the f?
real or fake. This was one hell of a scary scream, especially for the seemingly unsuspecting Rubsy. This footage shows a parking lot in Malaysia very early in the morning. The video is short, but in the moments that are seen, a car drives into view, presumably to leave the lot. Outside of nowhere, a shadowy figure steps into the vehicle's path. The car seemingly drives right on through the mysterious figure. Both the driver of the car and the passenger step out to check, as both clearly seem to believe they hit or ran someone over, meaning that this shadowy figure must have manifested on some sort of physical plane, one in which it was both seen by the people in the car as well as picked up by the camera. As of right now, there is no true explanation for the video or what exactly the figure could have been. Of course, many speculate that perhaps it was a lost soul or even an urban folklore. Whatever it is, it was definitely creepy to witness. On February 9th, 2004, 21-year-old Maura Murray was reported missing after a wrecked car was found on Route 112 in Haverhill, New Hampshire. Maura left college earlier that same day and told her professors that she would have to take the week off. She claimed that it had been a family emergency. However, it later turned out that this was a blatant lie. Due to this fact, investigators suggested that maybe she had just wanted to disappear for whatever reason. Her family, however, strongly disagrees with the suggestion and believes that she was abducted. In 2012, a number of disturbing videos began to surface on YouTube, uploaded by a user named Mr. 112 Dirtbag. One of the videos shows a sadistic-looking man looking direct into the camera and laughing in a maniacal manner. The video then ends with the words, "Happy Anniversary." This video was uploaded on the 8th anniversary of Maura Murray's disappearance. Other creepy videos were subsequently uploaded to the YouTube channel that seemed to be related to Maura's disappearance, one of which shows this ski pass to Bretton Woods Mountain Resort, just 2 miles from where Maura's car was found. It is dated 2 days after Maura disappeared. Another video shows the same man from the first video. This time, he's playing a song on a keyboard, and towards the end of the video, this cryptic image is shown. Mr. 112 Dirtbag's user's name is also relevant to the case because 112 was the route that Maura disappeared on, and Dirtbag is what her father called the kidnappers when he was interviewed on TV. The channel was quickly removed by YouTube, however one person managed to save a copy of the video. Alden Olson was supposedly identified as the laughing man and was interviewed by investigators, but they had no evidence to arrest him, and Maura Murray is still missing to this day. Whether she decided to run away from her issues at home or she was abducted, the case still remains a mystery. In the small town of Franklin Grove, during the calm evening hours of April 9, 2015, disaster begins to brew in the darkened sky. A tornado begins to form, quickly growing in size. Within minutes, it reaches an unprecedented size for the area. Miles away in the distance is another town of Fairdale. 67-year-old Geraldine Schultz spotted the whirlwind forming in the distance. Worried, she notified her husband, Clem, and the two would watch from the kitchen as the tornado could be seen right from their window. For this couple, tornadoes were nothing new, however. Because of this, Clem was confident that he would be able to determine that the storm would miss them and travel to the east. Just to be safe, he made his way up the stairs to grab lanterns in the likely event of a power outage. When he did, Clem would catch a glimpse outside the bedroom window. The tornado had grown significantly closer. The monstrous wind speeds raged over 200 miles an hour. It was now classified as an EF4 and was the largest twister the area had ever seen. Mesmerized by its eye, Clem began to record out the window, still confident that the storm was heading east. Unfortunately for Clem, that confidence would be shattered when reality hit. The powerful storm was heading directly towards him. By the time Clem would realize, it was far too late. There was no time to run, no time to hide. All he could do was stand there and watch as the EF4 tornado mercilessly ripped through the house. In a matter of seconds, a home that had stood there for over 100 years was little more than dust and rubble. Buried beneath the wreckage was Clem, along with his dear wife of 25 years. Clem would manage to survive, pulling himself out of the pile of detritus where his house once stood.
They got fire rescue on the way, okay?
The maelstrom would go on to destroy numerous homes and take the lives of 2 people, one of whom was Clem's neighbor and good friend Jacqueline Closer, who lived in the house that Clem filmed being torn from the ground just moments before it struck him. The other being Geraldine, Clem's wife and best friend of 25 years. Days following the disaster, it was actually a family member who had been searching the area for anything salvageable that would stumble across Clem's phone. Somehow, it was still working, and on it would be the now infamous video that showed the point of view of a man being struck head-on by an E4 tornado and miraculously surviving to tell the tale. On August 31st, 2013, as drivers navigated Beining Road in northern Taiwan amid pouring rain, they were completely unaware of the disaster that awaited them. Dashcam video shows a white sedan driving carefully along the slick street, briefly edging into the opposite lane to avoid a deep pothole of the stormwater. Then suddenly, as the sedan runs a gentle curve, a shower of mud and debris comes hurling down the mountain, rushing onto the road. The absolute sheer force of the mudslide was strong enough to knock the car clear across the road to the opposite shoulder. Just seconds later, a massive boulder lands in the space where the sedan had just been seconds earlier. The giant rock then teeters on the side in a moment of suspenseful anticipation, but incredibly, the vehicle is untouched. The man who captured the shocking dashboard video, Lai Hong Wei, reported that the white car's driver and passengers suffered only minor injuries. Tropical storm Kong Rei had loosened the soil on the mountains, and landslide warnings were in effect in the area where the video was taken. Even at the start of the video, the boulder can be seen as it begins to fall down the side of the mountains. If it weren't for the initial landslide knocking the car further out, it surely would have been crushed under the weight of the enormous boulder. Twitch streamer Guy Beam, better known as Dr. Disrespect, was in the middle of streaming Black Ops 4 when a series of loud noises startled him. He leapt out of his chair to check on the source before telling his viewers that he had to end the stream. Currently, authorities have yet to name a suspect. However, they have determined that the shooter had used a BB gun and likely shot from a nearby park across the street. Months earlier, Dr. Disrespect had been a victim of swatting, a crime involving making false police reports that bring law enforcement to the home of the victim. He's not the first to fall prey to those criminal pranks, and it has been raising great concerns for the safety of online streamers, with many of them having their home address hacked and leaked.